What is up? I'm joined here in the studio today, KJHK 366, with Moon Hooch.
Hey,
Hey yo.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm laying on the ground. Check, check.
On the floor. Check.
So it's been about 2 years since we had you guys here. What is happening? What can you tell us a little bit about what you guys have been up to since we've seen you personally?
Oh man, so much, man. So much that I don't think I should even share. Actually,
There's wheels.
It's been kind of
the wheels on the bus
been
go
very
round and
intimate.
round.
and we rather not talk about it. I'm joking. Sorry. so sorry. I think we went to Europe a bunch, like maybe 10 times. Way too many times. Although we love Europe, France is cool, but flying a lot is definitely exhausting.
Exhausting.
That's
Look
why
at me.
we have to rest a little bit, and lie on the floor.
I'm on the floor.
Yeah.
So you guys do a lot of traveling. What's your favorite place you guys have performed so far?
We played at this Mormon family's house. That was pretty fun.
When was it?
Remember that?
Did we play that?
Yeah. And they all were wearing the Moon Hooch shirts.
Oh, they were drinking tea. No, were they not?
No, they don't drink tea.
Oh,
That was probably
I just
my
remember
favorite.
something about tea. Yeah, I liked playing in the bathroom in an art gallery in New York. It was very tight, and after the show, this woman came and invited me to play at a sex party. So I went to her penthouse. Everybody was wearing black. Silk curtains were hanging from the ceiling.
So like an orgy?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't jump to conclusions. I'm
Well,
telling you
I
a
don't know what
story.
it-
I'm telling
You
a
said a sex party.
I'm joking. You're right. It was an orgy, and I had to play for them while they.
Fornicated.
Yeah, that's about right.
Copulated.
They copulated.
How did you decide which song would be best suited for that?
I was playing mostly pentatonics because
Oh my god.
I feel like pentatonics are inducive for sexual enjoyment. They have been used in tantra.
Really?
No, I'm just taking.
Oh.
Sorry. You should have asked me. I can't lie. Although I was lying. I
But
don't
not
know.
about the sex party. That really happened.
That really happened. The sex party is true. I was also playing pentatonics. I just don't know if pentatonics have been culturally accepted as aphrodisiac. Is that the right word?
Aphrodisiacal.
Yeah, I don't know if pentatonics are aphrodisiacal.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
sure.
Sorry to bring you into this.
No
weird,
worries. That's an interesting
direction.
story. Have you even shared that before in any interview?
I think it's the first time I've shared it with somebody on a microphone.
All right. Well, we're happy to be the first to have you do that. So we have a little team back there right now. They did a bunch of research for me and they actually wrote me some questions.
Really?
Yeah. So this one is directed for James specifically. We've seen a lot of videos of you drumming shirtless. Is that a thing you always do?
Like 96.2% of the time,
And why is that?
because it's just more comfortable and it's
You
just
got a
like
hot bod.
sweaty.
I mean, look at
Yeah,
it.
you
Who
know,
doesn't want
like-
to see that?
I gotta stay,
Lit.
Gotta stay lit,
Sure. Sure.
And
right, Rex?
I know you guys have a food blog. What is your favorite recipe you guys have posted on there?
Probably we had a sandwich last year that was really good. It was like roasted portobello mushrooms, roasted eggplant slices, and roasted bell peppers with some veganaise and some basil spinach pesto on a toasted bun, and that was really good. It was like balsamic soy mushroom sandwich.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
It was really good. I remember that sandwich very well. He made it. Didn't you make a vegan mayo with that?
Oh, it had vegan Maz.
That was bomb.
Mayokos. Yeah, that shit is.
What is
that-
vegan Maz?
It's tapioca-based vegan cheese made by the company Mayokos.
Oh wow.
They also make the sickest, dankest, most incredible butter on the
Oh,
planet.
is that what we ate yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
You should try that. Get some Mayokos.
Get some Mayokos butter. Leave those cows alone.
Yeah, you should really leave the
Hear
tits,
that, Rex?
the tits of the cows alone. You know what is strange?
Rex likes cows.
I find it strange that a whole society has agreed that it is normal and good to abuse cows for our purposes. Like if you would think about it from the outside perspective, like there is a civilization that takes another animal, enslaves it.
And sells its juices.
Cattle farming is the #1 contributor to global warming, says the UN.
And it's so easy to have alternatives. Because but there's alternatives. Like you made
could just eat.
amazing fake meat yesterday with what was it? High glue.
Yeah, it was
flour?
seitan based. So
Seitan based.
you know, if you have
Satan.
gluten sensitivity, it's not
Satan-based.
it's not a good thing to eat, but it's
It was delicious. I
It's-
didn't have any issues
yeah.
with it. And
it's
you,
better than
and
meatballs.
you use beet color to make it red on the inside, and you also boiled it, so the color left the outside, so it really looked like meat. It was crazy, and it tasted even better. And yeah,
Yeah, that was a crazy surprise.
that was really good. You
Yeah.
just made that up, or how did you come up with that?
I saw this recipe for mushroom seitan, which
Yeah.
is you just saute mushrooms, and then just combine it with some wheat gluten and soy sauce and some kind of flavorful liquid until it forms a stiff dough, and then that's sky's the limit.
How did you get into interviewing bands?
How did I get? Well, first of all, I mean, I started off loving music, and then worked my way. I found the student radio station here. Just kind of started, at the bottom of the ladder and worked my way up.
How tall was the ladder?
The ladder was kind of tall at first. I've been doing this since before I started college. I really joined the station like the summer before, and I just started doing grunt work, production work, learned as much as I could, and here I am today.
Oh, this trumpet's really cold on
Where
my
do you
bare
think
chest.
this ladder leads to?
I don't know. Hopefully, I just continue talking to awesome bands like yourselves, and yeah, who knows where it'll go from there.
Yeah, I find that so amazing about life. When you look back, the things make sense. Looking forward, you sometimes, oh my God, why is this happening?
What is the future hold for Moon Hooch in that sense?
Well, in that sense, I think we have no idea. Although we have a little bit of a rebirth that we're experiencing right now. We got rid of our management. We hired more people and really amazing people. So right now we're traveling with 9 people, and it just really feels good to be surrounded by like a strong community that works together on bringing this music to different places. And it just feels good to be supported, and so I feel like it's definitely moving in a direction of more love, more music, more good times. We want to plant trees. We want to plant more trees. We're working with an eco-village on the West Coast to plant an orchard. So we're gonna invite some fans to help us plant this orchard. And I feel like that concept could go like really far. Like having music festivals and planting thousands of trees at the same time. Like it's the simplest thing you can do, but it's also but a very profound thing to do, because trees draw carbon dioxide from the air and sequester it and form wood. So it's the direct solution to global warming. It's no longer about cutting carbon emissions, actually taking the carbon out of the air and creating wood, which then can be used to create soil or build houses with it. So I think it's a good thing to do. Plant trees.
I agree completely. Mike, any thoughts? Are we losing you?
He has these other bodies and other realities. He sometimes needs to go play music there. So that's why he's putting his yeah. But he'll come back inspired, probably bring back a song or two. That's usually how we write, actually. Is we go into other realities, check out the aliens there, and then bring the songs back.
How do you get to those realities?
It's easy. Close your eyes, let go of thoughts, and just put an intention out there.
Letting go of thoughts, though, that's like kind of a difficult thing. Probably the hardest thing.
It is the hardest thing.
Was that a song from another reality?
That was Rex's theme song. Rex is smiling. Yeah, I know. I like that song too,
I don't know
Rex.
where that song came from.
Okay.
He sometimes he goes in the wrong channel or something, and I was locked out. Let me get him back in.
Thank you.
He transforms, obviously.
Mm.
Like you see now, he walked in with a different body. So Mike he has these magical things about him. It's like kind of like traveling with a magical being. That's like, do you know that movie? What is it called? Is it Magical Creatures and Where to Find Them? It's like a Harry Potter spin movie. I don't know.
Fantastic
exactly.
Beasts, I think.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the name. It's kind of like that,
I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
so I have no idea, really.
It's just
I'm
this
aware
guy.
of it.
He is gathering magical creatures in a suitcase, and they all escape. And the whole city is just full of these crazy magical creatures that can't really. I mean, they're very wonderful, but if they're put in the wrong place, they can also be destructive. And yeah.
I think Mike has returned into a new.
And that's Mike. Do you want to
Mike, can you get the door for Mike?
Well, who is this now? I thought you already came in. Which one are you?
Are you guys doing the interview now?
Yeah, we just
You're
started.
late. You're late.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Welcome back, Mike.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
No,
No
you're
worries,
fine.
no worries. Well, so how did the band start? I think we haven't covered that question yet.
Oh, we originally started playing together in the subways of New York City. We were all going to the new school together. And we needed some money because school was very expensive. And we didn't want conventional jobs because I don't think any of us really liked having a boss of any kind. So we took our saxophones to the streets. And we were playing free jazz and improvised music there, but we weren't making very much money. So Wenzel decided to write some house music songs. And then it just kind of took off from there. We started playing more and more together. People started dancing on the subway platforms. And that's that. And here we are today in Kansas.
I was going to say, at that point, did you know you guys had a special sound? Because, I mean, it's very clear that you do.
I did at that moment. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is something different.
You come from the West. Do you know of the Western lands? Is this the right way to the western lands? Yes, I come from the western land, whose coast washes against the great western sea. Does the sun sink in that sea, or does it touch the solid land in its decline? The sun sinks far beyond the sea. Beyond the sea? What lies there? There's nothing but empty space there. As you know, the earth is round, and moreover, it turns around the sun. Damned one, where do you get such knowledge? So there is no immortal land where the sun goes down to be reborn? Are you speaking the truth? His eyes flickered with fury and fear. He steps a thundering pace closer. I tremble.
That was gorgeous. What is that?
That is the Red Book by Carl Jung. He has all these crazy visions of the collective unconscious, where he meets these magical beings, speaking of which, and sort of tries to make sense of them, because he comes from the Western background, and suddenly he meets these beings that are completely beyond reason and logic, and first thought is like, oh shit, I'm going crazy. Sorry, can I swear on your podcast? Oh fuck yes. So then he tries to convince these beings that they're not real, that they're just his imagination, which they don't like at all. And some of them weep or freak out at him, and then he negotiates with them. It's like, well, like, you know, like, I'm calling you not real. Like, to heal somebody, you gotta rename them. Rename them, forget your past. You're not real, you're your imagination now. And some of them agree, and that is the integrative process that he goes through to bringing this mythological consciousness into his present self. And it's just it's a fascinating book. It's wild. It's crazy. It's interesting. Is
this Flocka?
No, that's that weed balm. I'm out of Flocka. That's why I feel like shit today.
When you say flocka, are you guys referring to the drug, or what is that?
Bath salts.
Yeah. Where it turns people into man-eating zombies or something. Right?
That's how we get to transcendental states usually.
Okay, there it goes.
It's the only way we can do what we do, man.
oh my god.
Bath salts.
Yeah.
Stop. This is a complete lie.
Not even kidding. Not lying one bit.
Great.
Wenzel's not going for it.
Great. Just fantastic. Speaking of which, does anybody have any Flocka? I'm kind of wearing off.
Flocka specifically.
Should have got some when you were down in Florida, man.
Hey, man, thanks for having us on.
Yeah,
I think that's
final
the
words?
Final words?
That
sounds so threatening.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Stay positive out there, everybody.
Keep it up.
Moon Hooch, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Drink your beer.
I hear Dan saying that. Let's cut the Flocka part.
I mean, definitely. Already so many people think that James is a drug addict.
Yeah, but that's what it's funny.
Okay, to us, yeah.
That's funny.